Well guys, we're back. I'm working steadily today, I guess you could say. I'm gonna end the day trying to make a short little video here. Long form video, but it'll be short. I'm wrapping up cutting. I just put 2 logs down over here. They're pretty dang dirty, so I saved them for last. I've got like 6 tanks of fuel. No, only 4 tanks of fuel through the 500. But the chain is already wore, and as you can see, these last 2 logs are gonna finish it off before I have to sharpen it. But I like throwing them ones aside, going ahead and doing them with the chain that's already so-so. That way you're not wasting a good chain on them. If I see them, I just set them aside. We got a pile over here working, getting work down. This is all stuff that I set aside for the 30-30, some of the bigger ones, mostly in that 18-inch diameter range and up. Few of them that are a little smaller, but on the big end they were obviously bigger. Everything over here was pretty much below 18. I'm gonna say mainly below 16. Just stuff that I've decided is not worth messing with the 30-30. We just manhandle them up on the power split and do them that way. It's just a little bit less time on the skid steer, and this power split's so fast anyway. But I'm gonna hop off here, fire the 500 up, knock these 2 out real quick, then I'm gonna run the power split just for a little bit. Probably need to go ahead and throw some oil on the conveyor. I like to just sift a little bit of oil down this and keeps it quiet. Other than that, everything's going pretty good. I hauled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 120 tons of millings into the woodlot between Friday and today. So I've put another load right here. Kind of had a low spot trying to get that worked out. 3 loads up here. This was all just, he called it screened. He runs this stuff through a 2-inch screen, so there's some stuff in this. It's a little bit bigger, but that'll work just fine up here. This is mainly all just parking and what we drive on. I'm not really planning on putting any piles on this to scoop on, so that should be fine. I put some of the good stuff down over here where I process, that way I can scoop and clean up real nice and easy. And then if you can kind of see down here, I peeked and I put 1 load down, and then I went and got another load and stockpiled it down here. I'm gonna go ahead and get this lower end covered in millings too. This stuff just packs in so much better. As many times as I track across it with the skid steer, it works out a little bit better. And the snow melts off the millings a lot faster. It's just the black retains the heat, I believe. That stuff packs in so much better. I'm really debating about renting a roller. We'll see. But we got a pile of stuff down here that's still all good sellable wood. Went and cut some dead ash that I'm mixing in with some of the dead white oak. Actually, some of that stuff that I bought that was processed over summer. But log pile's getting low. Picked up a few free totes from my buddy. Things are looking good. Let's fire this up.
Chain is toasted. I'm very particular about my chains, and if I gotta force it through like I just was, it's time to sharpen. And it is very, very much time to sharpen this one. Probably gonna take it off and actually put this one on the grinder. Every now and then I like running them through the grinder just because it makes them all even on both sides again, as far as how far wore down they are. They're really close with me hand filing. I do a really good job for the most part, but it's just nice knowing that they're perfect back even. Next time I go to hand file, take back off and run a while, set the drags right. But let's hop over here and run this power split for a little bit before it gets dark. We're fighting the sunset. Another beautiful one though. Processor's actually down right now. It spun the sprocket off of it for the chain the other day. New one's supposed to be here tomorrow. I'll get that fixed up and be back to running that because we got a lot of good processor logs down there.
just use a little bit of used deep frying oil. It's cheap. Sometimes it's waste oil, but I had that to get rid of, so that's what I'm doing. You can already tell it's all quieted up. Still getting its way worked down here, but let's run it. looks like that. We're gonna call it a day. It's a little after 5 now, so got a head start on tomorrow. Basically, we'll take off and we'll get all this stuff split up tomorrow morning. I got a couple deliveries, probably gonna do them with the boys. Give the wife a break from them for a little while. We're gonna hop off here and see if I can't put this together this evening and get her posted. We'll see. Cross your fingers. If you're seeing this, then I did it.